You don't just believe love can be lost. You've built your life to make sure it isn't. And it's still running you. You feel at the moment something slips. Energy drops. Focus drifts. Standards soften. And you don't leave it alone. You correct it. You tighten things up. You bring yourself back under control. You call it discipline. But underneath it, you're managing risk. Not because you love God so much, but because you don't trust what happens if you don't. There's a sentence underneath all of it. Not loud, but decisive. If I stay consistent enough, I won't be abandoned. So this isn't just discipline. This is how you make yourself safe. You regulate your behavior so nothing has a reason to leave. You stay predictable, dependable, contained. You don't just form habits. You build a version of yourself that is hard to walk away from. But it never settles, because no level of consistency ever feels like enough. There's always something to correct, something to improve, something to tighten. You obey, but you're anxious. You serve, but you're tired. You pray, but you don't feel secure. Rest doesn't feel like rest. It feels like risk. Because the moment you stop managing this, you don't know what's holding you anymore. The cross doesn't meet you at your ability to hold things together. It meets you where you can't. Where control fails, where your record breaks, where you have nothing left to manage. That is where love holds. Not because you are strong, but because Christ has already given himself for you. Not when you've kept everything in place, but while you were still a sinner, when you had nothing to offer back. Which means the system you built to stay loved is not securing anything. It's keeping you from ever facing that in Christ you're already held before you manage a thing. So this is how you're living. Every adjustment is you trying to secure something that has already been given. Every time you tighten control is you acting as if the cross didn't settle whether you are loved. You hide your weakness. You manage how you're seen. You apologize for falling short like the whole relationship is back on trial. You're not resting in love. You're maintaining it. So, something has to give. You can keep managing your life to stay safe. Or you can stop and find out what remains when you don't. Whether you will trust your system or the one who has already said, nothing can separate you from my love. There isn't a middle ground. Because if you stop, you lose more than control. You lose the version of you that made you feel secure. You lose the sense that you're holding everything together. People may see your limits. You may not look as dependable. You will feel exposed, uncertain, without anything to point to. It won't feel like freedom. It will feel like a loss, a kind of death. You still show up, but now there's nothing proving you should be kept. No system, no performance, no consistency holding you in place. Just you and the crucified one who has bound his life to yours. And if his grip is real, then you're safer in weakness with him than in control by yourself. So the question changes. Not whether you can keep this up, but what remains of you and who remains with you when your system finally lets go. Whether you will trust being in Christ more than being in control,